Hi everyone, welcome to week 6 of our 2017 Home Organizing Challenge. Join me here every week and I'll give you a simple task to focus on throughout the week and you'll baby step your way to a more organized home. This week we are focusing our efforts on the entryway, which I always like to call the drop zone. Because to me, you walk in the house at the end of the day, you've got bags all over your arms, shoes that you're getting ready to kick off, you have an armful of mail, and whatever else you've collected through the day, and what happens? It all just drops, right? So what we want to do this week is to create some really smart storage for all of those things that are in our hands or on our backs so that we're not constantly tripping over them. All right, so the first thing I want you to do this week is to really look around and see what's kind of taking over your entryway. If you have shoes everywhere, jackets, backpacks, paperwork, whatever it is that you have, I want you to set up some specific, what I call zones. So I want you to keep all of that stuff in one spot. I want you to have one spot for shoes, one spot for bags, one spot for jackets and anything else, one spot for paper instead of multiple paper piles, I want you to have just one spot. So what I want you to do once you've created those zones is to really take a look at how many items you have. I need you to set limits. And what I mean by limits is, you might have a few pairs of dress shoes, a few pairs of sneakers, a few pairs of flip-flops, all being stored by the front door. So ask yourself, do you really need all of those items by the front door, or could you relocate a few of them back into your closet because maybe you only wear them once a week, maybe twice a week. So are there some things that you could say, okay, I can keep 3 or 4 pairs of shoes by the front door, but everything else needs to go in a closet. That's a limit. I want you to do that for all of those items that you've identified in these zones. The third thing that I want you to do is really think about smart storage. And when I say smart storage, I mean I want you to look around your house and see what you have. What do you have space for? As you can see, our entryway is very narrow. So you walk straight into the house down this very, very narrow kind of hallway. And then it opens up a little bit with a small coat closet and a little half wall. And then the rest of the house opens up. But what I did to kind of, give myself a little bit of extra storage was I had a low bench that we would use for shoes. So we would have a bench here and all the shoes were under it, and I thought it was the best solution. But it wasn't very smart because we never sat on the bench to put our shoes on. The top of the bench just became another flat surface for all of our papers and bags and backpacks and shoes and everything to kind of accumulate on. So what we did was we got rid of the bench, and that's okay. You have to remember, with organization, it's always a work in progress. So if something doesn't work, just try something else. What we've done instead of the bench is actually we mounted a shoe cabinet to the side of this narrow wall. And it has a drawer that opens up, it kind of comes down just a little bit, and all of the shoes go inside. This piece of furniture has been amazing for us. It keeps that walkway just nice and clear. It doesn't have a really big flat surface for things to accumulate on, and all of our shoes fit nicely in there. Now we do have a separate basket for our girls' shoes. I have a drawer, my husband has a drawer, and then their shoes go in this basket that we keep down on the floor under their hooks. And the reason that we did a basket for them is I thought it would just be so much easier than them trying to open and close these cabinets, to get everything in there. I thought this would have a much higher success rate, and it has. Now I will be honest, their shoes don't always make it into the basket right when they take them off, but at least we've given them a home. So if something is out of place, I can say, hey girls, go throw your shoes in the basket. And all I have to say is the basket, they know exactly which one it is. So we keep this right over here on the floor so that they can easily reach it, and it's right underneath their hooks. Now, if you are running into things all over the floor, I want you to take a look at your vertical space and see if there's something that you can put a hook on. So we have hooks. We have 2 lower hooks for each of our girls. They can put their backpacks and their jackets and whatever else they want. They can hang those there to get them off the floor. And then I have one and my husband has one as well. So just take a look at your vertical space, see if there's anything that you can do to go vertical instead of having everything on the floor. My last suggestion is if you have a small coat closet near your entryway, you can use the back of the door. If you hang a shoe organizer on the back of the door, those are so great because they have little cubbies. So you could put your keys and your wallet and a small purse, or you could put sunglasses. You could put all of those little things that you're always looking for on your way out the door Just store those on the back of this door, and then whenever you need to leave, you can open it up, grab what you need, and be on your way. All right, well, that's it. Simple, right? So I want you to spend 15 minutes every day this week on your entryway so that it's no longer a drop zone. All right, have a great week. If you have any questions or if you're, stumped and you don't know what the best solution is, just leave me some comments and I'm happy to help. Have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.